This is the view of my balcony cabin on board the MSC Meraviglia. This is looking from the balcony. Here is our gorgeous bed. This has got to be one of my favourite cabins on any cruise ship ever. I just love the design and everything is really sensible and well put together. Coming into the cabin, this is what you will see. You'll be greeted with a huge bed like this. There's actually two designs of balcony cabins. Sometimes you'll have a bed here and a sofa over there, and some of the other cabins will have a sofa and then a bed. No matter which way around, it is the same size and you've got all the same things in it. It just varies slightly. So the bed itself is two single beds pushed together. If you get here and you've got a double bed but you want two singles, it's just leave them a note saying I'd like this changed and they will do it. Or when you meet your cabin steward, just let him or her know and they will do it pretty fast. They'll do it on the turn down of the night you get on board. So don't worry that you might have to share a bed, because you don't. This looks like a super double bed, but it is two twins. I love the decoration of this. When we arrived, there was actually a pillow menu on our pillow, so we could decide which pillows we wanted. We stuck with these ones. They're fantastic. On this side, we have got a light. These are touch sensitive, and you can turn it on just like that. Everything works in this cabin, and it works instantly, which I really appreciate. There's no waiting for lights to come on. Down by the bed, we have just got a couple of drawers. Down here too, we have got some slippers. I think these are a black perk because I have got black loyalty status with MSC. I've actually only cruised with MSC 3 times, but I've matched my status from Norwegian. So well worth looking into that. If you have a loyalty status with another cruise line, MSC will match it. Turning around here now, we have got a wardrobe. I'm filming this on a GoPro, so don't worry that the wardrobe is curved. It is not. It is perfectly straight. This is just a GoPro. On this side of the wardrobe, we've got loads of shelves. We have a safe. The safe is actually pretty small. You won't fit a computer in there. Sometimes I like to put my laptop in the safe and it doesn't fit in this one. But it's a pretty good safe. It's easy to work out and it works, so that's fine. You've only got 2 drawers in this cabin. I don't have that much that I need to go in drawers, so it's fine for me. So this is all in the left-hand side of the wardrobe. On the right-hand side, you will find some more hanging space. See, that's how much stuff I have. I've got all this extra room. There is one of these bars here if you want to pull it down and use that as like a place to put your suitcase or put some stuff. But as you can see, there is loads of room in this wardrobe, more room than I need. Down there has become the shoe space. There is a little shelf over there, kind of. I think we've got a bag on it in a minute. Yeah, and then there's still more space up here. So the wardrobe is definitely big enough. If you need more coat hangers, just leave them a note or let them know that you need more and you will get them pretty instantly. So coming around now back to the bed, we've got the same setup on the other side. We have not got any plug sockets by the bed, which is kind of annoying. I like having a USB here and there isn't one, but if that is the biggest problem with the cabin, I think that makes me pretty happy. So it is generally one of my favourite cabins. Here is the sofa. It is a long sofa. It is longer than I am tall. I can lay on here if I show you. If I didn't have all of my stuff on here, it is a really big sofa. It's good because we're cruising in a group of 6 and it means we can come round and we can all sit down on the sofa and on the bed, and there's loads of room in this cabin. It's really quite spacious. I think it's probably a normal size, but it's just designed really well that it feels bigger than it is. We have some artwork over here of some shells and some Russian caviar. We've got a curtain here, and I think the curtain matches the flooring, which is out in the corridor, which is a nice touch. So we've got a colour theme going on. Here is my balcony. It is not a huge balcony, but it's not the smallest I've ever had by any stretch. We are on deck 12 here, and this is the size of balcony we have. There are some further down that have much bigger balconies. If I show you, the door is actually really easy to open, which I appreciate because sometimes they can be kind of tricky. But we are in Genoa today, so there is the lovely Genoa, looking gorgeous. But if you look down there, these ones on deck 8 have much bigger balconies, but they are sort of obscured views. And over there, of course, we've got big triangle balconies. So this one is a fair size, I say, kicking things over. It's not the biggest balcony I've ever had, but it's perfectly fine for 2 people to sit here and watch a sail in or a sail away. We're actually cruising in January, and everyone told me, you know, you don't need a balcony when you're cruising in January. It's going to be cold, you're not going to use it. But we have used it. It's been really warm. I went out without a jumper on yesterday. I say really warm, it's been about 12 degrees maybe, but it's blue skies, and compared to at home in England, it has been fantastic. So I'm really glad we have a balcony. I have cruised on this ship before, but I cruised inside. I will put a link in the description to that video. It is a lovely inside cabin. It is my favourite inside cabin of all inside cabins, and I usually cruise in inside cabins, so I've tried a lot. It's fantastic, but it is extra special for me to be able to have a balcony, and I am really loving it. We are making use of that balcony. Coming around to this side here, we have got some water, and sometimes we have ice in there. We have a fruit basket, and we are going to see Cirque du Soleil at sea today, which I'm really excited about. I cannot wait to go and see that. Down here we have got a mini bar. When you arrive, this will probably be locked, but they have unlocked it for us. I never drink or eat anything from the mini bar because it's pretty expensive. It's a lot cheaper just to go to a bar and get these things. I've got a bottle of champagne in there, but that is not a usual part of the minibar. That is my bottle of champagne, and I'm going to enjoy it on the balcony at some point. So coming down here, we have got, I assume this is kind of a chair, but it also works as a footrest when you're sitting on the sofa. Here are my slippers again. On this side, you have got this huge mirror, which I love. It is from the desk all the way up to the ceiling and both sides. It makes the room seem so much bigger because everything is reflected in it. There is quite a lot of floor space here. It is a fair size, but it's probably a pretty standard size cabin. It just feels much bigger because it's really light. There's loads of mirrors, and I really like it. Down here you have got another drawer, which is really good for all of those cruise bits and bobs and all of these chargers and stuff. This is where the hairdryer is, which is where it lives because it is attached. You cannot remove it from this drawer, but I think that is a good place for it because you can sit here and you can dry your hair in the mirror. Perfect. It dries my hair really well, but my hair, if you have not noticed, is really short. I shaved my head for Macmillan Cancer Support, and I did it on board a cruise ship. If you've not already seen that video, I will link to it in the description. It definitely isn't something I do every day, but I am so glad that it is done. On this side, we've got 2 European plugs, 1 US and 2 American plugs, which is more than I need. I normally only charge one thing at a time. We've got a phone, and we've got all of the general paperwork stuff that comes with a cruise. There is loads of room under the bed for your suitcases, so once you've unpacked, just put them under here. I've got a medium-sized suitcase, but it feels like a pretty big suitcase, and it fits under there. No problem, loads of room to store your stuff. You could put it in the wardrobe, but I prefer to keep that for clothes. This is a TV, and normally I don't talk about TVs because TVs are boring, but this TV is really good. So you can see on there everything you've booked, you can see your daily schedule, you can see how much you've spent on your bill, you can see what's going on around the ship. It's everything you can do on the app, which is a fantastic app. If you haven't already seen the MSC For Me app, I'll put a link in the description to a video I made last time. It is a fantastic app. You can see the menus for dinner every single day of your cruise in advance. So there's no showing up and being like, oh, I don't want to eat this one. You know, 2 days in advance, I'm looking forward to the whatever is going to be on Sunday. So it's fantastic, and you can do pretty much everything on your TV. It's really good for keeping an eye on your bill so you know how much you're spending, and for just if you're sat here, you've got a spare 5 minutes and you think, what is going on around the ship? The TV will tell you, and also it works as a TV, but I don't really use it as a TV. Coming onto this side now, near the bathroom, there is a full-length mirror, which I like a full-length mirror to check out my outfit before I go out. On this side, you do have to put in your cruise card before the lights come on. We have got makeup room and do not disturb, which is here. Rather than putting a little piece of cardboard outside your door, you just turn these switches and it turns the lights on outside, which is fantastic because no one can change it. You can get up and just turn on do not disturb when you're in your pajamas without having to go out into the corridor and hope no one sees you. It is fantastic. This is definitely the way forward for cruise lines, and if more would do it, that would be good. We have got a thermostat here, and it really works. As soon as you put up or down the temperature, you can feel it in the room. The temperature control in this cabin is fantastic, really good. There's nothing worse than being in a cabin where you can't control the temperature, but here it works perfectly. So thanks to MSC for that one. Moving on here is the bathroom door. This has become something I'm quite scared of because I get so many electric shocks on this cruise ship. So many. I'm talking 10 plus a day. If I touch anything metal, if I touch anyone else, I get so many electric shocks. I'm not sure why. I just must have this connection with MSC. and everything electric shocks me. We've got some bathrobes here. I think that that is because I've got a black loyalty scheme. I don't think that is standard in most cabins, but I will appreciate it. I love a good bathrobe. This is the bathroom. I think in terms of square footage, the floor is quite small. There's not that much space here, but it is so well designed that it is one of, if not my favorite cruise ship bathroom ever. So coming in here, you can see everything in one space. There's a shower there. It hasn't got a shower curtain. It has got a proper shower door, which is great. The water does not leak all over the floor, which is brilliant. It has a little thing here for, I think, putting your foot on when you want to show off your Primark trainers, like me. There is some shower gel and some shampoo here. I have bought my own. I love these little bottles that I got. They are £1 from Primark, I think £1 for 5. I would recommend getting some of those if you are cruising. These ones are good, they smell nice, but I just like to have conditioner and things that I know, and I know most people who cruise bring their own shampoo. So up here we have got the washing line. If you do want to dry any of your clothes, you can put them up there. The shower itself is fantastic. It's got 3 settings, 2 rain settings and 1 massage setting. It's really good, whatever that means. The temperature is good. It's got the button where you have to press it if you want to go hotter than it suggests. Also really powerful, so it's a really, really good shower. Oops, I actually have turned that, so I'm going to get out of the shower. I don't fancy having a shower right now in all of my clothes. So on this side we have a space for towels. None are there at the minute. And this is where you put all of your stuff. This is the only drawers and shelves and stuff in the bathroom, which is fine for me. This is all of my toiletries and my toothbrush. That's all I have. But I know some people pack a lot of toiletries, so bear that in mind. This is the only space that you have got. Down here, I suppose you could put things down there, but that's just a little shelf, a toilet roll and a tissue, and then up here, yeah, places for your toothbrushes. This is the soap, which is good. I like liquid soap rather than solid soap. The sink itself, I like this weird shape. It's always so clean in here. Our cabin man is fantastic. He's so friendly, and this is spotless. He comes in and he puts everything over there. He tidies up, he folds my clothes, he folds the towels, he puts everything back. Fantastic service from MSC. All of the staff have been just brilliant on this cruise. There's never even like a fingerprint on this, and as soon as you touch it, it gets fingerprints on it, so they must be cleaning this tap every time they come in. But coming back out now into the cabin, this is my second time on board the MSC Meraviglia. I cruised on her last year, and I will link to all the videos I made last time in the description. I'm going to be making loads this time too. I actually went on the ropes course this time, which I was too scared to go on last time, but I'm glad I did it. It was really windy up there. It was terrifying, but please subscribe so that you don't miss that video. It's definitely worth checking out. I did it for you guys. I was terrified, but I think it's made a good video. I put a GoPro on my friend Vicky's head. Thanks Vicky for following me around a ropes course with a GoPro on your head. I really appreciate it. Please subscribe so that you don't miss it.